G'day, mate. How you going?
Good mate, yourself?
So we can see we got a new companion on the podcast today.
What's up, fellas? How's everybody doing?
Kenneth joining us,
Yes.
taking over Durdo's spot, as he would say.
Well, gotta have something different.
I've never called him Durdo. I've probably used some other not so nice words, but I've never said Durdo.
I get that. It happens.
She's been an interesting season so far. You've
Yeah, I can tell.
you couldn't be too dissatisfied with your team so far. Your defense is carrying you pretty well at the moment.
A lot of injuries on offense. If I get one more, I don't know how I'm going to go winning games. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, your offense has been consistently close to the worst in the league. Somebody else has taken that spot over. It was actually pretty close last week, I'm pretty sure. You must have actually got a decent week out of your offense last week. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it.
Kelsey actually put some points up for change, right. And he actually had about 25 points. And Mahomes, well, he's inconsistent at best.
Much like most QBs in the league at the moment, it is not a quarterback league right now.
Yeah, but depth is a big thing at present too. Like, it's insane. Like, I've had two of my starting running backs go down, and the mix between when you got a quarterback going down, it's harder.
Yeah, look, the quarterback's a position you can't deal with injuries at. So
yeah. I noticed that, like, if you change quarterbacks, your receivers that are getting points don't get it.
Yeah, it can change.
So.
Can change. There's always been a bit of a thought around that potentially some quarterbacks work better with some receivers because they've actually had a lot of work with them. They've got a lot of reps with them in training, whereas it's not always typically the number one receiver when the backup quarterback comes in that does well.
Is that like where they have different lines and when you've got a quarterback with a certain group of receivers? And
some of them just get a lot of work with, say, the third, fourth receiver where...
Yeah, right. I didn't know how that worked. Like, I know that's pretty much the same at work, logistics-wise. So,
Anyway.
Yeah, definitely has helped with the defense, that's for sure.
I actually didn't really know what was carrying you until I actually had a proper look through the points on the season.
Quarterbacks are probably my biggest scoring points at the moment.
Yep.
They've done really, really well for me.
Yep.
So they are really helping. And of course, didn't start to play last week, and you had to decide to turn up and have a game.
Of all the positions to be helping you, cornerbacks.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting 40, 50 points a game. You know, that's going to go a long way.
Yep.
So,
it's good while it's happening.
Yeah, but when it goes, it's going to be a bit of a drama.
That's the problem, man. Cornerbacks generally are very inconsistent creatures.
The biggest thing I've found so far is actually going back into your roster and checking because you got a designation for injury.
Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden you go back in and it's gone.
It's either gone or somebody goes from nothing to all of a sudden they're out.
Well, a classic example for me was Buddha Baker. He had doubtful right up until Friday.
No, he was questioned.
Yeah, and then he played and look at the points he had.
Yeah.
So that just says it all. So.
All right. So
anyway, enough of the rant.
We'll shift this down.
Get out of the way.
We'll bring the little mini fella in and piss that off and bring this in. All right, so a quick look at the standings before we get into last week's games. Well, maybe we'll go the other way around. We'll look at last week's. We'll look at last week's games. Wrong fucking thing. That would be last week's games. Yes, it is. All right. So
I didn't know how this was going to go until watching.
This was game of the week last week, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't know. I thought I was going to lose this, to be honest. I was up by a good margin, then all of a sudden.
He lost Julian Love probably in the second-ish quarter in that game.
Yep.
Which could have definitely had a bearing. Julian Love's been scoring pretty well, actually, so it might have got a bit closer than what it showed up as.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was actually home and just watching the scores as they were happening, and it was. Yeah,
you're better off. You're better off not doing that.
Well, I had nothing else to do.
Turns into a stressful experience.
But I just thought, well, this is where you got to have depth. If you don't, it's hurting. And I've never seen so many injuries and concussions and
concussions are hard, man. As soon as they look like they've got anything,
yes,
I've
never seen.
They're
so
pretty
many
much
so early.
they're out of the game.
Yeah. I've never seen so many so early, like the last few years.
Well, the NFL got sued for billions because of the concussion.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where it all started.
Yeah, okay.
Supposedly they knew more about the risks than they were letting on. Yeah.
Well, you have a look at the helmets. You go helmet to helmet, then that's just going to hurt. So, yeah. But, there's some good points there that got me over.
That's it. So. No, yeah. Just going to say, you're the way this season's going, you score 440, you're going to feel pretty unlucky not to get the win. Kelsey finally showed up a bit for you. Yeah. Probably find that'll probably continue now with. I don't know.
What's a running game like there, though, since Pacheco's out?
Nothing.
So, yeah, that's what I mean.
And now they've lost Rashee Rice as well. I don't know if he is actually out for the season or not, but he's out. So Mahomes might suck for the rest of the year for you.
Yeah, but at least, like we talked about, the Green Bay situation really helped me this week too.
Yeah.
So that was some good points in that side of it. So,
Jaden Reed getting a quarterback back that'll actually throw to him. So.
That helps a lot.
60 points from a cornerback.
Yeah, well,
definitely helps. So
the Saints too. So
actually, it's fucking right. Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
Good win. Yeah. Well played, Davo. You're a bit unlucky to lose there. So
where do you get a win out of that with the 23? So that's not bad.
Yep.
Take that. So.
All right. Me and Joey.
Joey obviously had a bad week.
Joey didn't have a good week, and I had the best week I've had this season.
Ramping up, man.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Outside of defensive ends, I've got a couple of players at defensive end that should be scoring better than they are, and
that's 4.
And they're not.
Like yours and Joey.
6 or 7 points out of 2 defensive end. Joey's got basically the same.
3 on my team. What a dude is.
Very, very inconsistent position, but I had a pretty good solid team all the way through. Everyone scored.
You started 3.
Decent points.
Yep. I didn't see the third one.
I generally do start 3.
Yeah. I wish I could. I don't have the depth though.
No, I'm starting to wonder if I have too.
Oh well. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just the way it is at the moment.
I was just happy to not only get 1 win, but managed to pull 2 wins out for the week. So.
Well, it's only going to get harder from here on. Good bye week start. So.
I feel decent about my team going into bye weeks.
Yeah.
Quarterback's my biggest issue. If I'm sitting there, I just don't know if I can rely on Red Dalton and Sam Darnold on a week-to-week basis.
Have you seen mine?
But man, who gets taken first in a draft?
Yeah, true. Well, that didn't help, did it? So
it's just I've just got to ride the hot hand and hope they can continue to play well, because the other options I've got aren't playing well. So
yeah,
bad luck, Joey. You had a couple of guys really underperform for you. But that's fantasy, isn't it? So.
Well, it just goes to show, I was just looking at one of Joey's team. He's got the safety for New Orleans had 4 points, and my corner had 60.
60, yeah.
So, that's just unfortunate.
Alrighty, Saints and the Titan Bowl favourite Bulldogs.
Very true.
I want to slip that in wherever I can.
Yeah. Well.
Spirits team shit the bed. He had about 2 or 3 guys turn up, and most of the rest of them pretty much didn't.
So what? Oh, Rice got hurt, didn't he?
I don't think. He got busted knee.
No, righto. So like Richard.
And there was very few on Jake's team that didn't turn up. So.
What did Cook out of? Yeah. He normally gets more points than that.
James Cook.
Yeah. Seems to be like,
just one of those games.
Oh, it happens, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, they can't score 20 every week.
But the matchups go that way as well.
They must talk about their Jakey's team. It was red hot, and
he come to play, and
Spiro got his first loss of the season, coupled with another one for the low score as well. So he's got rid of that big duck egg on the loss column, added a couple to it, and Jakey added a couple of wins to the win column. So
well, good on you. It's like, that's
it
is. So unfortunately.
Old Jared and Robbie. Well, man, Robbie possibly got screwed over a little bit. I think he was hoping for a Marnie Hooker to not play on the Monday night game, and hope Jamal Adams would get some an extended snap count. And Jordan Poyer, I don't know if he got hurt or did he?
Yeah. Because I had him in the other league and he didn't do much at all.
I don't know. I don't know when it happened, but definitely got hurt. So that's
just going to hurt.
That's
all over.
brutally unlucky.
Can't do much about that.
Yeah, an injury going into a Monday night game. When I hate these two Monday night games, they need to fuck that shit off.
That's not what they're doing.
Yeah.
I haven't taken any notice, to be honest.
The last 2 weeks. I don't know if it's on again. I'm assuming it probably is. So.
Did they do it on a bye week? 2 Monday night games?
Yeah, they might. I don't know, man. I haven't looked at the schedule, and I typically don't. So
I choose not to be honest. It just hurts.
Jared's rolling along fairly strongly. Picked up 1 win. Wasn't enough to get the 2 wins, I don't think. I can't remember.
1-1, to be honest.
Don't think. Yeah, no, he wouldn't have beaten Paddy, so...
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Look, mate, you really shouldn't be getting 3... at 380, you shouldn't be getting a bonus win anyway. It's
to me, I think it's
just the way that...
4-10 up.
Well, it's just the way the season is, man.
Well, like I said, with the mix and matches of players and...
Just a lot of low-scoring games.
Players aren't firing like they should be. They're just not getting in the groove yet.
Robbie's been a bit unlucky. He's really fucking strong at the quarterback position right now. I don't know whether he needs to... I don't know, man. No one's trading in the league. There's literally been no action at all outside of Robbie and Matt's trade. I don't think anything else has happened. I haven't even got my notifications turned on at the moment, so I don't think.
Well, I haven't even thought about it, to be honest, because
I'm not.
I don't.
Well, I'm not going to say. I shouldn't say I'm not going to.
No, but I mean, I can't see the value.
It's got to be something that's going to help me, and I haven't come across something that I feel like is going to be that helpful to me with that.
The biggest thing also is the depth on the waivers is getting worse.
Oh, there's nothing in waivers. There's very little in waivers every week. So.
Yeah. And with the injuries and IRs and whatnot, then it's just going to be that way.
Congrats on the win, Jared.
Yeah.
And bad luck, Robbie, mate. Your team is actually doing pretty well in places. It's just some other spots that need some help. Buys kicking in. I don't know how that's going to go for you. Well, only time tells.
Yeah.
So. Last game was Matt up against Paddy Profke.
Paddy's come back to reality a little bit.
Yeah. Still
getting good points.
Didn't have to get a win, man.
Yeah.
So as long as you're pushing the envelope, getting close to 400, you're a chance most weeks.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard pressed. If you score over 400 to get beat, that's going to be pretty rough.
Matt's team, man, he scored 449 in the first week.
Yeah. But then
and in the last 3 weeks, he's... I don't know the figures completely off the top of my head, but I think it's like 305, 306 area. on 2 weeks and the $2.99 this week. So,
a lot of
he's got a couple. He's struggling with some injuries.
Yeah.
That's not helping. And then Kyle Pitt's putting up fucking duck eggs.
Yeah, what happened there?
Oh, it's just shit sometimes.
What,
Atlanta's offense it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't know what's going on there.
No. It's gonna be interesting this week, actually.
Like I've got cousins, and I'll be honest. Well, yeah, so I think I sat there Sunday night before the Monday games here.
Yeah.
And I had him in the lineup with Red Dalton. Yep. And then I thought, no, I can't sit Darnold.
Yeah.
So I ended up pulling out Cousins to play Darnold instead of Red Dalton. Yeah. You're talking about a bloke in Andy Dalton that 2 weeks ago was a backup.
Yeah.
And I'm starting him over Kirk Cousins, who a lot thought was a pretty much a lock to be a top 10 quarterback this year. Well, he's fucking terrible.
Well, you look at it, man. Like, actually, no matter how bad the Giants quarterback was, he had almost more points than Mahomes.
Yeah, I know.
So,
yeah.
It's like, really?
So that's last week's game's gone.
Yeah.
Congrats on the wins, Paddy. And bad luck, Matt. I hope, for your sake, that it turns around soon. It's pretty demoralising sitting there watching your team get fucking gutter stomped every week. So
yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I know. I've been on the other end of it for most of the season too. So
it can happen to everybody, man. So
yep. So current standings. You going all right there, mate?
Starting to. Yeah.
You and Jakey up top there on our division.
I wouldn't have thought the way my offense was playing, I would be.
Well, look, you can see your offensive points here, and you can see Jake's offensive point right there.
Yeah,
There's a significant difference.
That's why I thought I'd never be that high, to be honest.
But that's what's carrying you right there. It's the best defense in the league right now.
Yeah.
Then Joey and David sitting there at 4-4.
Yeah. That's not bad records, but it's going to be hard now. Like
it is, and here I am at 3-5, just trying to scratch and claw my way back into it. So,
it's.
Then down here we've got the Saints at 6-2, tasted defeat for the first time. Packers at 5-3, and then Dolphins 3-5. Bears at 2-6, and the Eagles at 1-7. And just want to highlight that one. That's where Matty's offense is just fucking doing nothing.
Not at the moment. So.
But I mean, he lost Cup.
Yeah.
I think he's lost another receiver too.
Yeah.
But there goes the work phone.
And
whoever it is can.
They can wait.
Yep. Basically.
Yep. My work phone's in me glove box in the car. So that's where it's staying for the next couple of days.
Oh, well, when I call them back in half an hour's time, they'll
worry about it then.
Yep. All right. So, going over some things. I'll bring it up on here so that people can actually see what I'm talking about.
People want some jotting down when I got here.
Yeah, just went through just to sort of highlight what teams are performing well at the moment. So, right now, top 10 overall scorers so far of the season. There's only one team with 2 players in the top 10, and that's the Packers. Yeah. Paddy with, what's the name? Nico Collins and Alontae Taylor. So another Saints corner. What the fuck is going on in New Orleans, actually?
Well, the safeties aren't.
No, here we go. You ready? New Orleans.
But yet, look at their record.
3 players in the top 10. Yeah, they're not a good team. But
So
Paulson and Debo, the number 1 overall scorer right now for yourself.
Yeah.
I doubt anyone ever or anywhere would have picked that at all.
Well, this week would be good too, going against KC. So
Alvin Kamara for Robbie. Sitting there with the second overall guy.
Yep.
Then you got Jakey sitting there with Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he's having...
Yeah. And... Actually, no, I tell a lie. I stuffed up there.
Nico there.
No, Joey's actually got two in the top 10 too.
Oh, yeah.
Lamar Jackson and Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
I think one for the Dolphins with Derrick Henry. One for myself with Nick Cross. And one for Spirit. Very impressive rookie receiver, Malik Neighbours. I really liked him. I really, really liked him.
Who's throwing to him, though?
Your mate.
Oh, God. Yeah.
That was the only thing that would turn him off for anybody, I would imagine. But
yeah.
I was a big fan. He come across as a bit of a tool.
Right, Neighbours.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But from what I've seen, that seems to have simmered down a little bit. So
somebody might have told him to pull his head in.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, so then I went through, had a look at the top 5 at each position.
Yep. This will be interesting.
Yep. So we got Akron with the top QB and Lamar right now. The Eagles, not only do they have number 2 and number 3, but they also have number 8 and number 13.
That's 4. Jeez.
Four quarterbacks in the top 13 players.
But how many quarterbacks? I
know. This is the problem, man. Yeah. Robbie's obviously got some issues in his team.
He's not the only one, though.
No, yeah, 100% no. But he's sitting there at 1-7, man.
Well, how though? Like you look at, he's got the best quarterbacks almost. And
it's going to look even crazier when I start reading some of this other stuff off.
Like my quarterbacks suck. They're not going very well.
No, but I mean, quarterback's not the be all end all either. It was proven last year. David won the fucking league with one quarterback. Yeah. He had one quarterback for the entire second half of the season. That's all he had.
Yeah.
Jordan Love was his one quarterback.
Well, I started one for the first part of this season, and look where it's going. Not great. So. Just
coming a little bit closer, man. I don't know how well that's picking you up.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
Yeah. What did I say? So yeah, Robbie's got 2 in the top 3 and 4 in the top 13 quarterbacks. I really think, even if it's Justin, it's possibly time to try and move that off and enhance another position, or maybe in a couple of two positions, you might get somebody willing to cough up a couple of players. Yeah. Josh Allen, not a surprise at all, top 4, and Sam Darnold, probably a large surprise sitting there. But I mean, look at his points, man.
Yeah, you can't argue that.
No, he's playing great, and he's got a great offense sitting around him. Yeah. And they got Jordan Addison back last week, so that only makes them stronger.
Better, yeah. Gives them optimism, so
it is.
That's what helps.
Running backs.
Yeah.
So the Eagles with 2 in the top 5 again. Alvin Kamara and Aaron Jones.
Yep.
The Bulldogs sitting there with number 2 pick Saquon Barkley, and 3 and 4 goes to Derrick Henry and Jordan Mason of the Dolphins.
There you go.
What you wouldn't have given to have Jordan Mason sitting on your roster as a insurance.
Yeah. Yep. That's a
bit of foresight, mate.
Yes, well, who would have picked that or seen that?
Mate, they've got a good running scheme.
Oh yeah, but I mean, who would think that he's going to be out like that?
Look, no, yeah. I don't think the 49ers were particularly honest.
No, I think they held a lot back.
All along.
Yeah, to be honest. So.
All right, the wide receivers. Packers with 2 in the top 5. 2 in the top 4, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Neither one's a surprise, I don't think. Nico Collins, I thought, was always a chance to be pretty highly rated. He's probably having a bigger season than most probably thought would at this point. But
is that because of Stroud? What's in his second year?
Second year, yeah.
So they combined well last year, didn't they?
Yeah, but they've got Diggs and Dell there, so that sort of helps stretch the field a bit. So
when Diggs wants to turn up.
Yep. And Jefferson, I don't think it's a surprise to anyone.
No, that's pretty solid numbers.
Malik Neighbours sitting there at number 2 for Spirit. He's good, man.
Well, for the quarterback situation,
he's not showing injury. Oh, he has.
Yeah, he's questionable. So.
I know he was in concussion protocol.
Yeah, it shows a concussion.
Not practicing Wednesday. Could be interesting.
How long do they go for concussion?
Oh, they don't. I don't think they've got a set time limit. It's not like the NRL where the categories and shit. So Jaden Reed. I think he enjoyed having Jordan Love back. So far, he's played 2 games with Jordan Love and scored 91.4 points.
Yeah.
Do you think they like playing together?
That helped a lot.
So yeah, that one's helping.
Late inclusion.
And this one's ridiculous. Juwan Jennings. Yeah. I'm happy to say, and very fucking confident to say, he will not be in the top 5 at the end of the year. I don't think he'll be in the top 10 either. Maybe not even the top 20.
Well, but you have big games, man. And
that's it. Yeah, a 60-point game.
Yeah,
we'll put you there.
Anywhere with those kind of points. So.
But that one's actually snuck another one into the top 5 for Robbie there.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Not that I think he's benefited from the points at all. So.
Yeah.
All right, tight ends.
This is tough.
Oh, look at my 3 tight ends. All holding hands there.
Yeah, all together. At least they're there.
Yeah, they're on the screen.
Yeah, and top 13.
Yeah. So. Just 11, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
All right. Jakey with the top tight end in the game right now, and Dallas got it. Inflated by a big performance.
Yeah.
But did have a really good one again last week, so...
I think if he gets consistent 25, 30 points, you know, then,
Brock Bowers, really good start to his rookie campaign.
Tape it off a little bit.
Couple of colder weeks, but it...
Is that because of matchups, or...?
It's because of the Raiders, I reckon.
Yeah, well... well, I can't talk. Look at Mahomes.
I just don't know how consistent that's going to be. Rookie tight ends typically don't do great things. Brock Bowers was considered a fairly exceptional version of a rookie tight end.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how his season goes. Cole Kmet having one enormous game and 3 so-so games.
Well, one bad one.
One really bad one. Well, he barely played that one.
Yeah. So
that one's for Davo. George Kittle for Spirit.
Not bad when
when he plays, he scores.
Yeah.
He's second best average in the top, whatever. So George has always been like that. He's always been a highly productive tight end. So and you've got Pat Frymuth in there at number 5.
And I don't think I've started
you probably haven't started at all.
No, I haven't started yet at all this year.
So. How do you bench him for How do you bench Kelsey for anyone? So maybe there's some other positions you might be better off looking at benching. And
well, if the run back keep going that way, it's not going to give me a choice.
No. All right. I didn't bother looking at place kickers and punters. No. Sorry for those of you who think they matter. They fucking don't.
No, they win your games, as you said. So
they lose.
So
DTs. All right. Jakey. Yeah, Jakey coming out with the top spot again.
Yeah.
Keon White, fucking huge start to the season. Last week was a bit colder, but 14 points from a DT, I'll take that every week.
Well, from a DT, yes, I agree.
I'll take that from most positions.
No, but even in that position, because they're not really big point scorers.
They can be very big point scorers. The problem is the consistency, which happens right across the defensive line.
Then, so...
Zach Allen having a great season for the Packers.
How old is he now?
I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue.
No, I don't know either.
No idea.
No, yeah.
27, man.
So, yeah. No, okay.
Devontae White for the Bears in there at number 3. Cam Hayward, the ageless fucking wonder for me.
Calais Campbell.
Yeah, well, look at those two. You put the age of these two together.
Yeah.
That's a lot of years.
Yeah, that's what
so
I mean.
what's he? 35,
He's
and Calais would be pushing 38, I think.
Yeah, he's 17
38 years.
And have a look at him though.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Both playing well.
Yeah.
Good D. That Pittsburgh D is pretty good. So.
I got Campbell last year, and
that's 2 for the Packers in the top 5.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Can't argue.
Defensive ends.
This is the disappointing position,
Hutchinson's 71 point week.
Yeah.
But, I mean, outside of 1 week, he's had a great week. And funnily enough, last week, I think he had the most pressures in the NFL, and he came out with 3 points.
But isn't it funny, though? You look across the board for the DEs, and there's no big standouts, like, apart from the 71 and 61 points. They're consistent. The rest seem to be all having big games.
Yeah, Max is 55.
Yeah, 61 for
66
Russo.
there for fucking Dennis Gardeck.
But, you know, like all the other positions so far, they haven't had big points like that. They've been consistent.
Yeah.
Like these ones are consistent. Like
I'll take 20 every week.
I'll take
over 40s and 50s every third or fourth week.
I agree. So. Same again, Dolphins.
Yeah, Jared's worst position in the draft has ended up getting him 2 of the top 3 defensive ends. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Van Ginkel's having a great season.
Yeah.
Patrick Jones. Who the fuck is Patrick Jones?
You tell me. No idea, to be honest.
4 years. 26-year-old.
But look at the sacks. He's got.
I don't think he's ever done anything in the league before. He's been in the league for 4 years.
Has he played always for the Dolphins? For
Minnesota? Minnesota.
Or is he?
I'll be honest. Yes, looks like he was 2021 draft pick for the Vikings in the 3rd round.
Yeah, right.
But has just done fuck all up until this point.
Very strange.
Yep. Harold Landry, guy I like coming into this season. He's been pretty consistent.
Yeah.
And Dennis Gardeck.
Oh man. Didn't play in the first week.
I don't know, man. No idea.
Then you have a big week.
Yep.
Don't play and then you.
Well, I can guarantee you. I'm nearly willing to bet that Joey hasn't started him yet. No, he hasn't.
Free agent first 2 weeks.
Yep.
Oof.
But he does give him a top 5 scorer at the position.
Yeah. Well,
2 of them.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 in the top 5. Jared's got 2 in the top 5, and I grabbed the other spot.
Yep. That'll work.
Linebackers.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. You can do it. There it goes.
I got pretty happy with this position, to be honest.
Yeah, you got 2 in the top 5. Bob Spillane and Bobby Wagner. I'd say that's 2 for Jakey. Yep.
Yeah.
Zach Bourne and Fred Warner and myself chipping in with EJ Speed, who has been fucking really good for me.
Me too. That's one position that I've enjoyed.
Well, there you go. Yeah. I've actually enjoyed all of his points because I've started him every week. So.
Well, you got 4 in the top 8. That's not bad for linebackers. And I only ever start 2 though. So. But when you got the coming up players, then yeah,
it's hard.
How do you so
top 5 at corner?
Well, he's just had big games and gotten better every week.
Paulson Devo, oh my god, man,
like 20, 30.
He's got 100 points in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so
that's freaking insane.
Can't keep going.
I'm assuming you've started him most, if not all weeks.
Yeah, started him all weeks.
Didn't start him the first one.
Oh well,
his worst one.
Yeah. Not bad. Not a bad time to not start.
Alontae Taylor for the Packers. What do we got here? Did he start him? No, he didn't start him in the 60-pointer. No. He started him since.
Yeah.
Jalen Jones for Joey. I am going to guess he's probably recently picked him up. No.
Free agent.
I had him sitting there as a non-starter in the game against the Bears where he had the massive game. But yeah, and Carlton Davis, he had a really good week last week, actually.
43 points, not a bad week.
Yeah.
You take that. So.
All right. Last position.
Well, look, you got the top.
Safety. For a bloke that I've probably started, I reckon, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yep,
Oh,
2 weeks.
Yeah, oh well.
Like,
You can't
it's
read
funny.
these things.
It's funny seeing the Colts. I was talking to Matt about this yesterday. The Colts have been on the field on defense almost a game's worth of snaps extra than the next closest defense. They've been on the fucking field all day. I hope Anthony Richardson comes back and the trend continues, because I've got a couple of Colts players that I'd like their defensive production to continue. Robbie would have hurt missing Branch last week. He's been fantastic this season.
Well, as I talked about before,
nearly 43-point average.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's fucking insane.
That's for 3 games.
That's
nuts.
That is insane.
Yeah.
And poor old Robbie. He's 1-7 with that.
He got some good players in the top
man, he's got some fucking great players there.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Put a Baker for yourself. Yeah. Jaquan Briscoe had a massive games. That was one of the best games I've seen played by a safety the other day. He was amazing.
Well, they played well all over the park, didn't they?
Oh, no, he was exceptional.
Well, you look at...
And I'm going to give a shout out to one of our Aussie brethren, Tory Taylor, the punter for the Bears.
What happened?
He was amazing.
Oh, the Aussie punter.
Yeah.
Yeah, righto.
Oh,
okay.
He pulled off 2 unbelievable punts.
Yeah.
There was another one that hit at the 1 yard line and went straight up. Almost straight up anyway.
Yeah.
If a Bears player could have got anywhere near it, they would have had him pinned inside the 5 again. Yep. This ball's just like hit and just gone boom.
Yeah, and then just happened to...
just trickled enough into the end zone, and none of the Bears could get there. Otherwise, you would have had 3, like at the 5 or close to it. So
big points too, aren't they, inside the 20 and that, aren't they?
Like,
even though they don't.
Really got no idea about fantasy. Don't care. I was just watching it from a game perspective.
Yep.
All right, so I did a bit of a breakdown. No particular order. Akron Pros, you had 4 in the top 5 in each over positions. 2 of them were rated as number 1 overalls.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia Eagles, equal top with 6 in the top 5. Only 1 at number 1 overall.
You got a feel for Robbie with that.
Yeah, man.
1 and 7. So.
Canton Bulldogs, equal top with Robbie. 6 in the top 5 with 2 at number 1 overall.
Yep.
Yourself, 5 in the top 5 with 2 at number 1.
And I guarantee they're all defense.
I can't remember.
No,
it'd be written down in this little scribble pad I've got happening there. I'm pretty sure it won't be offense anyway.
No.
Spirit, only 3 in the top 5, which is equal bottom.
Yep.
No number 1 overalls. David, is that 3? Yeah, 3 in the top 5 with no number 1 overalls. He's equal bottom with Spirit as well. Myself, 5 in the top 5 with 1 at number 1, which is that one.
Yeah, yep.
Packers, 5 in the top 5 with 1 at number 1.
Yep.
The Bears, 3 in the top 5 with no number 1 overalls.
Yep.
Who's equal bottom with the other 2. And the Dolphins, 4 in the top 5. No number 1 overalls.
There you
So,
go.
I don't know.
Well,
maybe a useless little bit of information, but
it
filled up some airspace.
It's something that you can keep an eye on, you know what I mean, to see, so, poor old Robbie.
Well, it shows you, I was going to say, he's got 6 in the top 5, and it shows it's got no relevance to his record. So,
that's the hard part. So
Jawan Jennings probably skews that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, legitimately, he's probably got 5 in the top 5,
but yeah. And like I said, I guarantee mine are all defense.
Yeah, they are. I'm pretty sure they are. No, I'm pretty sure they are.
Yeah, so.
Alright, this must be...
That's
last week's games. We'll get rid of them.
Yep.
This will be this week's games.
Oh, God, here we go again. What a load of shit.
You're not getting away. This one's definitely game of the week.
Oh.
The battle of the top of the different division. 2 6-2 teams Jakey up against Kenneth. Oh, actually, I believe I saw Kenneth. Jake's already conceded the win.
There's been a lot of that going on lately. I don't understand that because
GG's.
Yeah, that's a bit strange. Like I said, I've always said it. If I ever someone go down on offense, I'm not going to win another game this season. I can't afford to have another one go down.
According to Fantasy Sharks, they've got this down to about 1.5 points. Mind you, they're being very kind to Mr. Mahomes because I don't think has he even hit that score this year?
He's got no.
Nah.
That's what I mean. Jones has got better.
Yeah, I don't know. Just start. You might have to start Mr. Jones.
Well, I got Lock on waivers this week, so
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, well, you got the Giants quarterback situation wrapped up.
Yeah.
If you want that.
Well, the way it turned out last week.
Who knows, man? You can't pick this shit.
Depends on who turns up on the day.
I'll tip Jakey to win, mate.
I will too, actually, because
there you go.
Yeah, just depth-wise, unless my offense
I just think he's a better team. To be honest.
Across the board, no two ways about it. So.
I actually haven't done a lineup, so anything that's in here is going to be picked up from last game.
Well, it also depends on.
I would have rather play you last week, Paddy.
Yeah, Paddy might turn up again.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Have
a go at my defensive scores down here. Give me a second. I'll quickly just throw a
lineup in.
Yeah.
Doubtful, questionable. Oof. Lucky that's a Sunday game.
I've got to get him in there somehow.
What would you start a questionable or wait and see?
Oh, I don't like that. Let's just do that at the moment. Would I start a questionable?
Well, as long as they're not the Thursday game, you're not too bad. But if they are, you're shit out of luck.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty good at that shit out of luck business. That'll do. That's a quick lineup without thinking about it too hard.
Let's see where it matches it.
I'll throw some points in there.
Oh, yeah. There it goes.
There we go.
Already, so.
It's already looks like a conceded win to
Paddy. Where'd they go? 340s.
Gonna get fucking smoked according to this.
Oh well.
Paddy's team's hard to beat.
Had some big weeks and
they are throwing a lot of points at Tyreek. Yeah, it's me phone.
Oh, your phone. Okay.
It's our camera. Our camera's ringing us.
It's going off the tree.
It'll stop in a minute.
Yeah.
And I've actually learnt that it doesn't pick it up generally on the microphones that much anyway. So yeah,
no,
it's not the first. It's definitely not the first time it's happened.
No. Well.
Yeah, Paddy
turned up last week for you.
Who?
Walker.
Yeah, it wasn't in my lineup.
Yeah, and I started
sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Mind you, the guy that I started over him was Deontay, and he got 30 points.
Well, so can't argue with that.
There was only 10-point difference or something. So
yeah. So
I can live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got to get some more consistency, man, before you can start.
Yeah, look, I think Paddy's in a better place than I am right now.
Overall wise, yeah.
Probably wins.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Matchup.
You had 400 points last week.
You never know. Matchup wise, that means a lot sometimes. So
this will be interesting. See who turns up this week.
Davo up against Joey.
268 to 312. They might have been lineups done, but yeah.
I don't know. He kind of looks like he might have done a lineup actually. Maybe. Are they on a boy? No. No, he might have done. He might have done a lineup.
The Saints are playing KC this week.
Yeah.
So
not a good matchup.
Well, it will be for Masibi.
Maybe.
If Mahomes throws more tackles, so he'll keep up his record.
Yep.
That'll be good.
I think Joey's got a better team right now, personally.
Yeah. Well, if you go off the points, like last week, what do you have? 380, 370, something like that.
Oh, fucking David's team had
he had 422. So yeah, against me. So
just depends, man.
The it comes down to matchups, man. In my
It
opinion.
does, 100%.
Like if you were playing a team, like I tend to look at that the stats a little bit when you're doing your
Actually,
lineup.
I'm going to tip David for the winning.
Well, Joey's got to improve from last week, so at least Dirto had a half decent week.
Oh, yeah.
But like Joey's team just didn't show up at all.
Yeah.
Like, so,
it's all right. Tip him, though.
Yeah. But no, I'll go with Dirto.
Oh, well, I'll go Joey then.
Yeah.
We've got to have something different.
Yeah. But it's just consistency at the moment is tough.
All right, here we go. Eagles and the Saints.
What do they got here?
Spirit hasn't done a lineup at all.
I hope Robbie hasn't. Because
Robbie might not have.
I'm thinking, poor old Robbie. After all of those things you've gone over, just 1-7. They're just, like, I don't know whether it's hard luck or whether it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
but Spirit definitely hasn't done a lineup. He's still got some bye weeks and stuff in there.
Like Rice is still in there and he's out. So
yep.
Yeah.
I'll go.
I'll have to go. Well,
you go first.
Yeah, I have to go Spirit. Robbie's team, unfortunately, is just not firing.
Robbie, I've got a feeling I've tipped you a few times. You're going to do your favour, mate. I could stop a fucking train. I'm going to tip Spirit.
Take the edge off.
You Spirit.
Oh, Robbie.
I hope you get a win though, Robbie. Oh shit, I thought we were finished.
No, one more game. Yeah.
One more.
Yep.
The Mouth up against Matt.
Well, he definitely hasn't done lineups. He's got Goff still in there, so.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like this one's hard because they're like myself. You can have a bad week for both teams, and
Matty's ice cold right now.
Yeah, but how do you change that?
I don't know, man.
Around?
No, there's nothing you can do.
No, that's what I mean. It's unfortunate.
You just need some fantasy luck.
Well, unfortunately, there's not much at the moment. So.
I didn't think Micah Parsons was playing, but.
No, like I said, he hadn't done a lineup though because.
No, he probably hasn't. Likely missing week 5.
Week 5. So.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. This one I don't know. I'd go. I'll go Jared.
Jared probably. Unless Matt's team picks up, but Jared does win. I'll throw Matty some luck though. I don't think Jared has done anything to deserve to be red hot favourite. But
no.
I think the problem is that
by about 20 points.
Matt's team just hasn't done anything to tip it right now.
Yeah, I'd go Jared by about 20 points. Not a big margin, I don't reckon, in this game.
You don't know, man.
But like I said, it comes down to who plays and who doesn't. So
yep.
That's the biggest thing of the year. It's been that way so far, and it's going to continue.
Yep.
Unfortunately. So you got really good players that aren't firing. You got players that you think, well, they shouldn't be getting them points. And it's like, what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw Matty a bone here. I think his team might bounce back with a decent score this week.
Well, it's got to happen at some point. So.
Yep. All right, guys. That's it.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, no dramas.
Fairly late notice, but
like I said, you're
on time off, so
yeah. Much doing, so just chill. See how it goes.
Say it every week. Best of luck in your games. Best of luck on the injury fronts.
Yes.
And just enjoy the game for what it is.
Yeah, just have fun.
Yep.
So that's all you can do. Don't get frustrated about it.
No.
Because it'll just, you'll never watch it again if that's the case. So.
All right, guys.
All right,
thanks for watching.